Sorry, left my badge down in the I went and had to run an errand and I took it off.
I just don't know how to do it.
If you're not here, raise your hand. Do we have everybody let in, Don?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, hello, media friends. It's good to see you on the other side of this virtual press conference. I'm Leslie Cranford. I'm the volunteer media liaison for Broadway festivals. We've got some exciting things this morning. I've got a couple of requests for the media. First of all, please mute your audio if you haven't already done that. Keep the noise down to a dull roar. Also, yeah, if y'all can mute your audio, that would be great. Also, we would like you to use the chat box for your questions. If you will make sure that I can tell who you are and what outlet you're with, we will read those. I will read those at the end of our announcements when we open up for Q&A. Welcome, Mayor Pope. Glad to have you along. So again, to reiterate, please mute your audio, and media, please use your chat box for the questions, and we will get to those toward the end. So with no further ado, I would like to introduce my good friend and the executive director and president of Broadway Festivals, Mr. Don Caldwell.
Thank you, Leslie. Welcome to everyone. This is an exciting day for all of us. We've been working with the mayor and the city of Lubbock, the Broadway Festivals Board, our corporate volunteers, and our sponsors to determine what to do with Fourth on Broadway, considering the coronavirus. And we've decided to move the date, and that's what we would like to announce today, to Labor Day on September the 7th. And that's kind of a double whammy there. We're going to have a deal to where we celebrate America's independence, just like we always do on the Fourth on Broadway. And also Labor Day, which has a lot deeper meaning now. So I'd like to turn it over to Mayor Pope and have him say a word or two about his feelings about it. And I appreciate his help on this very much. Dan?
Thanks, Don. And Leslie, good to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
I am thankful for Don Caldwell and the people at Broadway Festivals. They have been proactive, and I believe are planning for a fabulous Fourth on Labor Day, and are doing it. We're going to be able to do that in a way that we can both celebrate and do it safely. And I'm just thankful for this is not something that we push down their throat. You need to know that Don called me and said, "Hey, we need to talk." And I said, "I think we do. I think the planning that will happen will be responsible. And I think by September 7th, we'll be really, really, really ready to have a big festival." That's all I got, Don.
Thank you so much, Dan. I'll tell you, working with the city of Lubbock has been a pleasure from the beginning of this thing when Broadway Festival started this in '91. And it's so helpful to bring this great celebration to the community. And let me talk about what we'll be doing just briefly. Like Leslie said, to the media, if you have questions, why don't you put them in the chat box, and when we get through this little description of the event, we'll answer your questions. First of all, this is going to be like any other Fourth on Broadway celebration. It's just going to be on a different date. And we'll start with the Sonic Parade we'll continue through the day with the picnic in the park and the Alderson concerts and the Sun Belt Cool Zone, the Covenant Children's Area, the Bolton Cabela's Fishing Tournament, and end with the United Supermarkets evening concert and the Glasheen Enderman and Valet fireworks extravaganza. And it's actually Baez, excuse me there, Noe. But it's going to be a great event. We're very excited about it. And we feel like people will be very, very comfortable by that time and used to getting out again. And out in the park, you know, we can distance ourselves if we need to. There's plenty of room, and it's going to be a great evening. So we're very excited, and we appreciate the media's participation and help in bringing this event every year. Now, I don't see any questions in the chat box, but if the media type in some things, put them in there and address them. Yeah.
Apparently my laptop can't do more than one thing at a time. So as soon as we log off of the meeting, I will be sending out the full press release. So I intended on getting that out as soon as we started, but technology is great when it works, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So that will be coming to you guys in the media. I'll have that out to you shortly.
I don't see any questions at this point.
Right.
So
Fantastic.
I would go ahead.
Okay, so Brady King asks, will there be extra safety precautions like sanitizer and things like that?
We're going to address everything that we can, Brady, to keep this safe. We're going to follow the guidelines, and hopefully people will be able to mix and mingle as usual. But if there are restrictions, we will adhere to those restrictions and do everything possible to make the public totally safe out there.
You know, Brady, I want to add to what Don had to say about that. One of the things that when Don and I talked, I promised him that we would marshal the sort of the collective wisdom of our Lubbock Economic Recovery Task Force to work with Broadway festivals to make sure that we do this right. I think one of the things in our future, as we think about safely reopening, is how we do big events, how we do events where a lot of people are going to be gathered. And you know, I'll give you an example. We heard from the people that put on the West Winds, that put on the concerts in the park at Wagner Park. The West Winds brass band has been doing it for 50-something years, and we're trying to work with them to find a way to do it. We've got many events, cattle bearing. We've got many events that our community counts on for so many reasons that we've got to find a way to do safely, because we want to get back to life.
That's definitely, we want to get back to life, and hopefully we can gradually move in and do it safely and celebrate who we are as Americans. It's very, very important. I don't see any other questions. Do we have any other questions from the media? Okay, Leslie has got a very in-depth press release to let you know what's happening, and we will be working night and day to get this thing put together. And thanks to all of you for your support. Thank you for being with us today, Dan, and Leslie. Thank you for your volunteerism. And do I see another question there?
Nope.
No, you were telling
That's just me.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
There is one. Don, wait, Don. There
Okay.
is from Brady again. Is there a possibility that the date could get pushed back again?
Brady, I hope not. I'll just say that we're doing everything we can do to celebrate America's independence, and we will go with the flow and do what we have to do, and give every effort to have the event. But to guarantee anything at this point is a little bit difficult.
And there's one more from him, Don, if you can see it there. What does it mean to us to kind of be the example of one of the first big events after this pandemic?
Would you read that to me again? Let me see.
Yeah.
I won't see it here.
Can you see it there?
What does it mean to y'all to kind of, well, I haven't thought of it that way. I just hope it's successful and we can help, set a pattern for how to do this in the new age. And I hope we get back to the old normal and can do it the way we always have. But we're going to do our best to do it right.
Here's one from Amber at KCBD. Is that the same weekend as the TTU game in El Paso?
Yes,
And
it is.
honestly, okay, go ahead, Don.
What's neat about that, Amber, is that the game is September the 5th on Saturday. Labor Day is on Monday. And we felt like it was a perfect scenario for people that might go to the game and then to be back in town on Monday to celebrate Labor Day. And I feel like it's going to be absolutely the biggest Labor Day celebration that we've ever had. And so, yeah, we considered that, and in picking the date, felt like it was the closest thing to the same scenario as having it on a 4th of July.
All right.
Any other questions? See anything, Leslie?
I do not. And again, I appreciate the media attending, Mayor Pope for attending. And we will, hang on a second, let's see. Brady's got another one. Don, can you see it there?
Thank you, Brady. Well, no, I don't. Can you read it to me? It's
Yes.
not on my screen.
It says, this is a staple event. Why do you think it's important for people to be able to celebrate together?
You know, when we did the first event in 1991, I was just a baby, 3 or 4 years old. But
I was just a baby.
Yeah. When we did the first event, the thing that really told us what had happened when we did the event, it happened to be the National Day of Celebration for the Return of the Desert Storm Troops. And we had, 40,000 people when we were only expecting 5 or 6 when we started planning the deal. The thing that made this so special, we went back to the city council 2 weeks after we'd done the event, and they presented some plaques and things to us. And Mayor Peck McMahon said, the city of Lubbock and all the people down here in city government, all of us, it just seems like everybody's happier and getting along better because they got together and they really celebrated who we are. And I think that we need to celebrate our culture and we need to promote our culture. And this is such a wonderful way to present our culture to the general public. And we have people from all over the United States and even abroad that come to this event. So I think it's very, very important for the community. And I'll say another thing about this event. There were a lot of things that were developed after we moved the event, the evening concert to the park, such as the development of the Moonlight Musicals Amphitheater. The Lone Star Amphitheater was developed, the Wind Power Center, and the Ag Museum. It was the synergy for bringing back that park to be a vital part of the attractions of Lubbock, Texas. So the mixing and mingling is the thing that really was valuable. People got to talk that never would ordinarily not even see each other. The Depot District was a direct result of all the networking that happened during the 4th on Broadway celebration, the very first couple of events. So it's very important to the community.
Hey, Don, I've got a question on my cell phone. These media people know how to find me in all the ways. From James Clark at KLBK and KMAC. He says, will any of the entertainment events need to change because of the different date?
Actually, James, the thing that happened with the event, the coronavirus kind of stopped us in our tracks with our planning, and we didn't book anyone because we really didn't know, we couldn't guarantee a date. And so basically it's not been affected by changing the date. We are now going to solidify the acts, and I feel like we might even have an advantage in booking people because the 4th of July was on Saturday, and sometimes it's very hard to book people on Saturdays. So with this being on a Monday and generally Labor Day not being a huge holiday, I think it's gonna maybe be enhanced some.
Perfect. All right. I don't see any other questions at this point.
Okay. thanks to everybody, and we'll be in touch with everybody in the media. And again, to all of you in the media, this is a community event, and you have all participated for years and helped promote it and get us a large crowd out there to celebrate. And without y'all's involvement, it'd be dead in the water. So thanks to all of you. And if you have any questions, you can go to the Broadway Festival's website. You can contact me directly at 806-790-1011 if you'd like to talk. And let's have a great celebration. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all.
Bye-bye, y'all.